Hey everybody, it's Shock here, and I have an RU tier battle today here versus Shimala. I found this person while I was roaming the interwebs looking for a battle. The song is the Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow trainer theme, piano style done by a YouTuber named Bespin Ben. Very good. I recommend you check out his piano arrangements. So he leads off with Ryu, and I lead off with my Durant. And last time I fought one of these things, it really screwed me over because it did that. So I decided I'm not going to lead with Yuxi. I'm going to lead with Durant. I'm going to go for the crunch. I was thinking about Stone Edge, but I really didn't want to miss. I wanted to get damage off on it. And obviously, he's going to Psycho Shift the burn from the Flame Orb onto my Durant. I decided risking it for a biscuit with the Stone Edge, and I actually hit, which is great, because now that thing is gone, and it's not as big of a threat to the team. He goes on to Lantern, and I just Exorcist for the hell of it. Let's score some damage on it. It did a good bit. I don't know. I forget the ability, if it's Swarm or whatever. But anyways, he takes me out with a Hydro Pump, which is fine, because I'm going to go out into my God, my PK Sparks. The expert belted set I made way back in 4th gen. It was great against 4th gen OU. Because its moveset with the expert belt allowed it to hit a lot of things. So it's gone. Now he goes under Rihanna, and I'm like, no. I'm not taking a flying hit move. So I go on to Yuxi, and he subs up, and I'm like, what is it doing? What is it doing? And I go for the Psychic, stab. Let's see, hopefully it breaks the sub. It doesn't. I'm like, the Italian guy face, like, oh my god, because, he Dragon Dances, and I'm like, I'm gonna get swept, and I'm like, at this point, I'm like, what do I do, because, I haven't played Pokemon in a while, and I've just got back to it recently, so I'm like, I don't know what to do here, not sure what to do. If I switch, would that give him an advantage? So at this point, I'm really trying to break his sub, and I'm trying to get him to overplay, which I overplay because he subs, and I Thunder Wave, and that fails, and he goes for the Roost, and I wasn't thinking, and I just A-button Thunderbolt anyways, and I should have went for the Psychic because it would have, well, I don't know if Psychic would have even broken the substitute. The first one did. So he goes for the Dragon Claw, and honestly, I'm tanking those, so I'm not terribly worried, but he's got Roost, and I don't have a recovery move or any healing thing outside of Leftovers. So he goes for another Dragon Claw, and I go for a Thunderbolt, and it breaks the sub again, and I'm like, thank God. At this point, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I've got to switch out to something that can be able to take a hit, because nothing else on the rest of my team quite has the defensive bulk as Blasted. Take the hit. Basically, what I'm saying is, I got to be able to survive 3 hits. I got to be a 3 HKO. So I go for the Thunderbolt on his sub again. I break the sub, and after this, he's gonna sub up again. And I'm going to Thunder Wave. Again, I overplayed. I was just like, oh, Luke, you got to stop overplaying. You're going to cost yourself the match. So he goes for the Roost. And at this point, I'm like, oh my god, what do I gotta think of something. I gotta come up with a plan, because this Altaria has become a rather large thorn in my side. So he goes for the Dragon Claw, because I guess he's done Dragon Dancing. And I go for a Thunderbolt. And I'm like, please break the sub. I score a critical hit, which is great because it breaks the sub. And now this is where I'm going to risk it. Switch out into my Crikey, my Feraligatr, as he subs, which is, it's good. It works for me. I don't think he's going to attempt a Dragon Dance. I think he was confident enough at this point that Dragon Claw would do a lot. And it's a 3-hit KO after Leftovers. Thank you. So I go for the Ice Punch, break the sub. Honestly, Dragon Dance was tempting, but I was like, I really need to get this thing off the field, because then all I've got left is Electivire. I wasn't terribly worried because I know that it probably most likely didn't carry Earthquake. I guess the most common set is that set right there. So that Ice Punch takes him out. I'm like, thank God. I've managed to turn the tide of the battle. He goes down to Jolty, and I'm like, no, not today. And I switch on to my Domsol Ball, and that's right, it's an old school Electivire with a Mortar Drive. So I get the speed boost, which is great, because I believe it has Leftovers. So, and this is my, it's a set I always ran called 3 Punches and a Quake. The 3 Elemental Punches plus Earthquake, which worked out great because now his Ampharos is gone. He goes on to Whisper. I go for the Fire Punch, and Glaceon actually has better defense than some people give it credit for, because look at that, it survived. And this is Adamant Nature max attack. And I go for the Thunder Punch that time. Had he hit the Blizzard, I don't know if he could have changed the tide of the battle. I go for a Fire Punch. It doesn't quite take out Jolty. and he goes for a hidden power. I'm guessing it's either fire or ice because I'm going to die, because I wanted to get Typhlosion in on some of the action. So I switch out and go out into my Firestorm. And he hidden power fires me, and I clicked Eruption just for, the heck of it. I knew even with the damage at his health, Eruption would most likely take him out. So that's the end of the game. Good game, Shimala. Shimala. Wow. Guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to try to bring up some showdown battles along with these Wi-Fi battles. And maybe throw some Xbox videos up there because I'll be getting the necessary cables I need for my Roxio game capture. So, until next time, see ya.